Hi, Vieira with the stockmarketlive.tv. Today we are going to discuss this important subject, reasons not to subscribe to our service. Not to subscribe to our service, that's precisely what I've just said. And reason number one is the one that you see on the screen, to make money. To make money, it is the number one reason for you not to subscribe to our service. We are a company dedicated to hedge funds and investment banks. And if you are interested to subscribe to our service, the reason number one to subscribe is, or should be, my work and to learn about how to invest in the markets. And not to make money, because here we are not interested in gamblers in the market. More than 90% of people, they lose money in the markets, and I'm perfectly fine with it. And therefore, if you are interested, or if your objective or your aim is to make money in the markets, I'm going to give you here a list of companies that they can help you to make a lot of money in the markets. Number one, and this for free, CNBC. They have a program running 24 hours per day where they have stock gurus giving you stock picks every single minute, every single day. You have the Motley Fool, completely free. SeekingAlpha.com, completely free. They pay to offers to give you those stock picks. They are working for you. Their revenue depends on advertisement and the clicks. You have stock tweets, a community of more than probably 1 million subscribers, where they have 1 million professional investors dedicated 24 hours per day helping you to become a millionaire. You have Yahoo Finance message boards where you can share information with others. You can get arguments where to invest in stock market. You have Zacks Investment Research, and on CNBC and Forbes and those magazines, you also have then guests such as important ones with credibility, so they say, Jim Rogers, for example, and many others. Fast money programs dedicated full-time to explain why to invest in the markets, and they give you clear instructions in real time which stocks are the best for you to invest right now. And here at stockmarketlive.tv, the reason number one not to subscribe is precisely the one that you see on the screen, to make money. If you are interested to learn about how to invest in the market, that is a different matter. And again, I repeat that we are a company focused on hedge funds and investment banks. The reason number two is that most people, more than 90% of people, and this is a proven fact, they lose money in the markets. And they need and they want to be deceived. And our company is not dedicated to deceive people. You just have to visit my work. My work is unique in history. Everything that I do is recorded live. And therefore, if you have questions about it, there are 2 videos that I can give you as a reference. The case of Apollo Group, where I offer you $1 million if you prove that the content it was modified. Or the case of Curie Green Mountain Coffee, better, I offer you $100 million if you prove precisely that the content it was modified. Reason number 3, you do not believe. If I tell you that the gold, for example, is going to crash, and I'm going to prove it, just with some questions, simple ones, I'm going to ask you which is your position in the markets. If I tell you that oil stocks, they are going to crash, I am going to ask you which is your position in those stocks. Those companies, they are not going to ask you anything. In fact, probably they are going to tell you, or they told you to buy, to invest. But this is the reason number 3. And I'm going to explain this in detail. The final reason is that I create history. So if I create history, I demand responsibility. And most people are not willing to assume responsibility for their mistakes, for example. And in fact, We have people that can tell you a real story. I'm doing this because Elena, that is the person that replies to emails, those that are interested in subscribing to the service. An individual sends an email. He subscribed to a service, a recent one, pretty cheap. The content, it is proven, for 3,000 US dollars. And he already made in just 1 week around likely 40,000 or so. Well, this individual, after 1 week, is willing to subscribe to other service, in the sense, kind of upgrade. And we ask him, why do you want to upgrade to a different service? And his reason is precisely the one that I show you here, to make money. Well, this is the wrong reason. You do not want to upgrade to make money. You want to upgrade to learn more how to invest in the markets, because this is a serious business. And his answer is that he's willing to pay $10,000 for the service if the service is going to offer him the possibility to make $500,000 within 1 month. And so our answer to this individual, or to any person precisely with this same attitude, it is pretty simple. Is as soon as the service of this person expires, you will not be able to renew, because we don't want gamblers in the service, you see. So it is preferable that this person, once the service expires, is going to knock to the door of the Motley Fool or Zacks Investment Research, because here, capit, finit, caput, ended. We don't need money. Finally, I'm going to give you a list also of professionals that they can help you. They have an extended record, public companies I'm referring to, that they can help you to make a substantial sum of money based on their public records. I'm referring, for example, to companies such as Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, several hedge fund managers in the US. There are several, in fact, in the world. In Japan, you have Nomura and others. Lehman Brothers disappeared, but that is gone. You have Jim Cramer also on CNBC, Mad Money. He's excellent. He covers everything. He discusses, in the end, he discusses basically every single market sector. You have Fast Money. So you have plenty of information. It is up to you then to decide where you want to invest. Now I'm going to refer to one of the picks that we discussed here, that you find plenty of articles, and one in fact from 2013, a simple formula for getting rich, and bear in mind that you have to correlate with that reason I told you about, you do not believe. I said that gold was going to crash, and I wrote an article in 2014 saying, invest, here you have 5 picks, Netflix on the long side, Amazon on the long side, Morgan Stanley, a bank, on the long side, Citigroup on the long side, Newmont Mining on the short side, and Freeport McMoran on the short side. Moreover, if you visit the blog of the company, and all this information is available for free. If you visit the blog of the company, I say that Freeport McMoran, it is my #1 pick in this industry, in the gold, for the crash. I said, my #1. I repeat this every day in live streaming sessions. When you look at the chart that you are seeing on the screen, and I'm going to zoom for you to visualize Freeport McMoran, here you have the chart. It is the company, it is the stock on the S&P 500, the biggest loser this month. It is the biggest loser this month. So the question is, and bear in mind that this stock is trading at $11.37. In the past years, there was one split when you refer to that 56 and 50 cents is precisely the very, very top in Freeport-McMoRan. So the question, no matter which price you sold short this stock, and you could have sold short 10,000 shares, 50,000 shares, 500,000 shares, 1 million shares, this Freeport-McMoRan was going to crash. It crashed every single day. Just for you to visualize, in the past 5 days, this stock crashed probably, kind of 30%. The question that we make here is how much have you done? And this question that I make, Zacks or the Motley Fool and everyone else, they are not going to make that question to you. And you know why? Because all of them, they recommended to buy this. So they don't care. But here we care about what you are doing and how you are doing. So it's not about the objective to make money. Is to comprehend, to understand that this process, in fact, lasted for a couple of years, and you had to be patient to understand the full process, and by the end, you capitalize, you monetize, and today you are a very happy investor. It just happens that most people, they don't comprehend this, and they want to subscribe just for the miracle. And people that they subscribe for the miracle, more than 99% of the cases, they are stupid. And since they are stupid, no matter what I say, they are not going to assume a position. And in the end, you are going to ask them, and I'm telling you the truth, you are going to ask him, what is the position that you have in Freeport-McMoRan? Say, I don't have a position. So if this stock, crashes every single day, you don't have a position. So if your objective is to make money, if you subscribe to make money, and if we told you that the number one stock, it is Freeport-McMoRan, how is it possible that your answer is, I don't have a position if the stock goes down every single day 10%? So you have here the chart. This is a chart, 1 month chart. You see, you have the stock the last 5 days plunging basically every single day 10% per day. It is amazing. So which is your position? Because this information is available in the blog of the company. It is public. And moreover, it is public since 2013. And not only with regards, in fact, to Freeport-McMoRan, because I could have been, here discussing the case of Netflix. This is one of the best performer ever in the markets as an investment on long side. Or Amazon. There is an article, a recent one, where they mentioned that Amazon, since IPO or the very bottom or so, gained 26,000%. So where have you been? Because this information, I repeat, it is available. But if you go to seekingalpha.com, you find hundreds of articles where they bet on the collapse in Amazon. And still today, you continue having articles about Amazon and so on and so on. And you are going to continue having. And Freeport-McMoRan, where I said that it was going to crash, most people, and this is a reality, most people, even if I told them that this was going to crash, most of them, they need to see to believe. And so you have all those case studies on the web, recorded live. It's the Curry Mountain Coffee, the Apollo Group, whatever you want. Micron. 100 cases, they are there. Avant-Garde, Altair on the long side, you have all them. The Amazon call, $580. Apple, 133. All of them, it is there, okay? So, the reason, number one, not to subscribe is precisely to make money. If you are interested, if you are a serious investor, the first thing that you have to learn about when you subscribe or before you subscribe is how to make questions. Here we demand, if we work 24 hours, we demand from people and not that attitude normally people have, which is incorrect. It is, I'm paying, and therefore if I'm paying, I want everything. Well, that is the incorrect attitude, because if that is your attitude, I repeat, you have Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and so on, and free service as the Motley Fool, Seeking Alpha, and they are completely free. And in the end, you are going to be satisfied, because you didn't spend any money, but they cannot bail you out, and no one is going to be responsible, because I know always the end result. And the end result, it is a proven fact, because there are reports already, 30 years old, that they prove that it is just a question of time, you are going to lose entirely your money in the markets. And my work is to tell you the truth, in the sense that I'm not here to deceive people. There is no interest whatsoever. What is my interest to deceive people? To have negative reviews? We don't have a sales team. We don't have a building like Lehman Brothers. There is no need. We don't have advertisement. There is no need. We don't have been doing advertisement for 20 years. The only thing that we do is to publish web case studies on the web with regards to our work. That is the only thing that you are going to see. You are not going to see articles, selling our company on magazines, or whatever on the media, or interviews, because our policy is very clear. It is written on the website, our terms of service, the legal policy, the disclaimers, refund policy, and so on. So everything it is there, clear, transparent. And I wanted to show you this information that is available precisely on the site with regards to that article, which is likely available here somewhere. I'm going to try to figure out where this is. Well, if we visit the blog, it is not very difficult. Just click on here, and I invite you to I apologize for this delay. I invite you to click on this article here with this title, where you have my photo, Renaissance of a Stock Operator and Forecaster. And here you have the real story with regards to CNBC and this individual, Jim Rogers, who they consider a stock guru, a personality in this industry. And this is the reality as it is, and there is a link, in fact, for you to confirm this. Jim Rogers' interview on CNBC in 2012, and you just have to read, and everything that I said, it was precisely the opposite of this individual. And if you follow his opinion, today you will be completely bankrupt. No other outcome will be possible. Today, if you followed the simple formula that I wrote in 2013, that is precisely the inverse of Jim Rogers or those stock gurus, today you will be a millionaire. But it is not so simple as it is. You had to believe. And to believe is to pull the trigger, is to have that confidence that what you are going to do, it is precisely the opposite of everyone else, including this individual and many others that on TV, they were saying that it was going impossible. Gold was going to $8,000 an ounce, $5,000 an ounce, $25 an ounce. Oil was going in 2008, you will probably remember this, to $200. So the commodities, to invest in commodities, because the economy was going, no one could ever lose money by investing in commodities. Well, the commodities, they crashed. So oil stocks, and so gold stocks. And probably you never consider in your life, in your career, that a company that, mining, could crash, because your mind does not work. It does not, understand the business of these companies. You believe that you understand, but you don't. So it is preferable to search or to look for those arguments in those magazines. Forbes, Apple is worth $270, or these Gene Rogers and so on, because then you can make them questions, and so they will be able to tell you the story. But here we don't have resources to answer to questions, silly questions that have no sense whatsoever. Because for us, for me, for myself, this has been clear since the very beginning. Otherwise, the work that I have just done, it will not ever been possible. For example, when I announced the title of the end of Yandex, it's not that the Yandex was going to close doors or going down to zero. You just have to play the videos to understand, and I've been publishing several articles with regards to Yandex. It is, as in the case of Report McMoran, to be ultimately stupid to invest or to have invested in these companies because they were going to crash. And so if you lost, for some reason, money by investing in these companies, the reason number one to subscribe to our service, it was in fact not to lose your money. Because by not losing your money today, you will be learning the game, and in the future you will be able to profit from it in other opportunities. But instead, by listening to others, gurus in particular, you lost the possibility to learn and therefore to invest in your education. Because the reason number one, if you wish to get to some point or some place, is to invest in your education, invest in yourself. But you don't invest in yourself by adopting the attitude of a gambler. It is, I've just done 40,000 US dollars, and so now I'm going to upgrade, and you are going to give me a service for $9,000, and I'm going to make $500,000. Otherwise, I'm unhappy. Please, please, quit the service. Do not subscribe. We don't need. Knock to the door of Goldman Sachs, Investment Zacks, The Motley Fool, Stock Tweets, Seeking Alpha, and so on. It is preferable, right? It is preferable. Don't waste your time, which is very valuable to you, because here the methodology, the attitude that is required for one to succeed, it is dramatically different to the one that you are coming into. And my friends, although I'm been here for basically 24 hours per day trying to help people, quite frankly, I'm not your father, and therefore it is preferable that you go to a bank and you make a contract with them. You offer them $9,000 and you claim to have back $500,000, okay?